Hey everybody, Beardo Dude here with another episode of Stoneshard with the Trollslayer update, and today we defeat the troll, so stay tuned. Yeah, so this was probably this is the second attempt. I had tried earlier in the week and just got trounced by him, and I didn't want to show you guys that footage, so we're jumping a little bit ahead in our gameplay. I'm about level 14, and I got two essential skills that really made this this boss fight work. I got in combat mastery, I got the defensive stance, and then I got parry from the Greatsword. And really with those two, I was really able to make a lot of progress in fighting him. I'm planning on putting out kind of a tutorial tips video next week, and going over some of the basics you should be prepared for when fighting him. I went into it having like specific expectations of the fight that totally turned out to be different. I did watch a few other Let's Players take on the troll, and so I used some of the stuff I saw from those videos. The main thing is, depending on the style of gameplay, you're going to want either to have high block power or you're going to want to evade. So you're going to really need to invest in either athletics or combat mastery to a degree. My build, I play Arna as with Geomancy and with Greatsword, with more of an emphasis on Geomancy, just because as I was playing through, I got all of the treaties up to number 4 long before I even got the second treaties for Greatsword. So, but the tactic I really used here is I kept using Earthquake because it had a chance to stun the troll, and then I also was using a combination of stone armor, parry, and the defensive stance. The nice thing about the defensive stance especially is that anytime you block, you gain skill points. So you can kind of see here, he keeps hitting me, I keep blocking, my skill points keep going up. So really it's just a matter of keeping an eye on that and making sure that those skills are always, at least one of them is in effect at all times. Another thing to keep in mind too is just spacing. You want to be in front of him as close as possible. But when he knocks you back, I suggest not move. You rarely want to actually move forward towards him unless he's doing one of these moves where he's knocking the earth in front of him, or he's doing the other one where he throws the boulder. So like here, you can see it was a better idea to use time, get a little bit of skill points, rather than try to charge him, because he'll just hit you and knock you back again, and you're just wasting turns and you're getting damage. And this is definitely longer than most of the playthroughs that I saw. A lot of people were clearing him out in 5 minutes, less, 6 minutes. This took me at least 10 minutes. I got very close towards the end, which you guys will see. But you can kind of see the tactics I was using. Mostly using Earthquake, and then just the combination of parry, defensive stance, and the stone armor. I also had, it's also good to use potions, so I had life drain, and I forget the other one. I think I had the anesthetizing one where it knocks out the pain. I can't remember. But you kind of got to watch that too, because if you get too intoxicated, in my first attempt before this one, I got wrecked pretty hard because I drank 2 potions and then I was sitting there throwing up while he's throwing boulders at me. And you know, if he's sitting there and he's healing, you can take that moment to eat and drink, use medicine. I mean, it sucks that he's getting health back. If you're confident, I mean, you can just run in to interrupt his attacks. As far as like herbs and mushrooms, there's not really any mushrooms that are going to help you here, but herb wise, take a look at using Mindwort. That'll help boost your morale for the fight, which you can get a few of the random buffs that are associated with that. But on top of that, you also can stack psionic resistance. I was dumb and I didn't take mine before the fight, but you can stack it up so then when he's doing his little psionic move to knock the weapon from your arm or from being equipped, you can have some resistance towards that. The other good one too is Henbane. You get the Battle Rage perk or effect. It's not as long as if you use the potion, but it's still good to use because the intoxication is pretty minuscule compared to if you use the potion. And then the time, I mean, when you're knocked back or he's doing this and you're low on skill points, it's just kind of a nice bonus to have to throw in there and just gain a little bit more skill points. And before the battle, make sure you stock up on bandages. You're probably going to go through at least 3 or 4 full bandages during the fight, just depending on how quickly you take them out. That was another issue I ran into in my first encountered him. I ran out of bandages and I just bled out. I did pretty good against the psionic attacks. He was still able to get a number of hits on me, but with the stone armor, the parry and everything, it really made a huge difference in fighting him this last time. There's some pretty great tutorial videos out there though. There's one guy that he fought him with like level 1 pyromancy skills. Definitely props to that, because I don't know that I could do that. Close. Yeah, we're getting really close here. Getting very nervous. Like I said, I plan to kind of formalize my tips and kind of go through some of the things that could have improved upon in fighting him. And even if you're towards end game and you're fighting like the brigand leader and you're just schooling him, it's nothing compared to fighting the troll. There's a little bit of luck, but there's a lot of strategy you have to implement when fighting this dude. And as you can tell, I didn't really say much, which is pretty weird. Normally during my Let's Plays I don't stop talking, but I was just so focused on beating him. I didn't use the splints as much as I thought, but I stocked up, and if you have more of those healing potions too, those are helpful. Yeah, and I think the longer you let him sit in that healing pose, the more he's gonna heal up. See, whenever I used the earthquake, it would do that little daze, or sometimes full on stun him. And most of my enchantments were geared towards more of the energy restoration, adding to energy, damage reflection, and then on my sword I had a lot of block power and block chance. Oh, he's so close. Really getting towards the end here. Being in single digits. So yeah, it's just footwork and just yeah, I mean if you have a charging attack, those help too if he does knock you back. But if you don't and you're just moving forward, he's just gonna slap you back and you did all that for nothing. Getting really close now, but my health starts to drop. I got left. Oh my god, it's so close. Insanely close. Oh crap. No. Oh my gosh, 2%. Oh my gosh. We beat him. No freaking way. By the freaking chin on our chinny chin chin. Jeez. Alright, I'm gonna rest for a second. Because I almost died. Ooh boy. Ooh, man. So yeah, the only time I really talked during recording was at the end there. There's a little bit you could hear peppered in while I was talking. So, I mean, once you beat them, you go upstairs. Pretty much everyone's dead. The roof of the tower's collapsed. And you go back to town. You get to choose from, like, weapons, armor, or money. I didn't check the money. I'll show here. I checked the armor and I checked the two-handed weapons. I ended up taking the claymore, which if you try to go get that from the blacksmith, it's like 6,000 gold. So it was pretty worth it. But there were some cool armor choices. So it wouldn't blame me for going that way either. And then I lucked out because when I went to the regular merchant, he had the Geomantic mantle, I think it's called, and I elected to get that. I still kept my mail armor just in case, but I look pretty cool with the Geomantic armor, plus you get plus 30 to Geomancy and some bonus stuff for being a mage. But yeah, that was my troll video. I look forward to next Thursday. I'll put something out, just my tips and general thoughts on fighting the troll. This is, even though this was kind of the end of it, I still have a number of videos I'm gonna put out where I was leading up to this, because the first attempt I was level 11, and then this is me at level 14, so there are a number of videos in between there. And then one last one, I gotta go kill a bear. I have not done that yet, so I'm gonna go check that out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.